speaker is... Yes, brava, I forgot about it. Hello, everybody, then. And we start this third day with a speaker. The name is Diana Domenichini from the University of Pisa. We continue a bit the personalized part, let's say, but from a different perspective. And Diana will tell us all about it. So the floor is yours.
Okay, I was starting to talk.
It's okay. Now I hear you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Diana. I'm doing a PhD in artificial intelligence at the University of Pisa. And the focus of my PhD is to analyze educational data in order to understand how knowledge is structured and organized. And this information are helpful for then personalized education. So let's see. First, okay. First of all, just define the problem and why we need the personalized education. Maybe it's something that we all know, but yeah, we know that there is a rise of interdisciplinary courses that attract students from many backgrounds. We are also in the lifelong learning era, where workers with diverse past learning experience follow courses to update their knowledge and skills. And we also have abundance of online learning researchers that encourage self-learning. And we have several consequences. It's hard for learners to navigate in this abundance of educational resources, but also for teachers and instructional designers is hard to develop inadequate and challenging classes due to the diverse background and knowledge of the learner. So the solution is to develop a method to personalize the learning experience. And here we are looking for for method to personalize the learning experience based on the background knowledge of the learner. So this is the solution design, a very simple solution design where we have some educational material and some learner. Then we have a profiling tool that characterizes the knowledge of the learner and the educational material and produces some knowledge profile. And then these knowledge profile are processed by a personalization tool that produce personalized learning materials. In this presentation, we will just focus on how to create a knowledge profile that represent the knowledge that the learner has gained during his past academic studies, okay? And also to see how to represent it in a meaningful way in order to inform teacher and instructional designer. Okay, the method is the following. We first have to select the data set that represent the knowledge of the learner. Then we will focus on the profiling part, where we will extract the educational concept from the data set. We will see two methods, a more simple one, which is the gazetteer-based name entity recognition, and the second one is more advanced using large language models, in particular prompt engineering with ChatGPT. The final part is the evaluation of these two methods by comparing them and evaluate them with a test set. Okay, our case of study is considering three people graduated from the University of Pisa, one in physics, the other one in management engineering, and the third one has a bachelor in digital humanities and a master in data science. Okay, so data selection. Okay, we want the data to represent the learner, the knowledge of the learner in the past academic experience. So our assumption is that a course can be summarized by a set of educational concepts that represent the knowledge addressed in the course. And the second assumption is that the learner academic knowledge can be synthesized by the educational concept that are derived from the courses he or she has completed. Therefore, we can say that the learner knowledge profile is a list of these educational concepts found in the courses he or she has attended. And this educational concept can be skills and knowledge. Okay, so I'll be fast here. I'll just like want to like understand how which data set better collects the knowledge addressed in the course, and it could be a syllabus or the lesson record, and we decide to analyze the lesson record, which are a brief description of the topic covered during each class of the course. And this dataset assures a high level of detail because it focuses on each lessons of the course specifically. Okay, so this is an example of the lesson record of the physics course. We see that we have like many metadata. We see that we have the date, the duration of the course, and then a brief description of what has been done during the class. Okay. So once we have decided the data set, we will extract the concept using these two methods. Okay, the first method is gazetteer-based name entity recognition. We use as a Gazzetta ESCO, which is European skills and competencies it's a collection of European skill, competencies, and occupation. And from this one, we selected the list of Italian and English skills that are type of knowledge. Okay. And yeah, okay, the second method is prompt engineering using ChatGPT. Okay, briefly, prompt engineering is the practice of designing and optimizing prompt in order to utilize the capabilities of large language models, and in this case, ChatGPT. Prompt engineering can be of different form, can be zero prompting, where you just ask the task to the large language model, or can be few shot prompting, where you give kind of the context to the large language model by providing some demonstration example to the large language model. And these demonstration examples serve as giving like example for the type of answer we want. Okay, so here we have an prompt example, which is divided in this part. The first part is giving the task instruction, where we specify that we want to extract educational concept from description of university course lecture. Then we specified the output format specification, where we want, we say that we want just as an answer the concept and separated them with comma. And then we have the demonstration example. And final, we have the input test, where we describe, where we give the input test and we just leave answer in order for ChatGPT to give an answer. And we can see that this is an example for the demonstration example used for the physics curriculum courses, where we give, these are 6 demonstration examples and are selected manually and serve for the purpose of covering a broad range of possibility and input test answer. We see that for each of them, we specified the type of course, the name of the course, the description of the course, which is the description of the class, and then the answer, which is just the educational concept addressed during this class. Okay, we selected the demonstration example in order to cover all the type of the courses. We selected mathematical courses, some of physics courses, more focused physics courses about laboratory courses, but also theoretical courses. And then, as you can see, we selected also some side courses, such as computer science courses and chemistry course. This will give like a broad example to the LLM. And for also assure the variety of the type of answer, we selected also a lesson that just has that didn't have any educational concept during the class. So we can see that the fifth demonstration example where we don't have any concept. So this is important to also give an example where you don't have educational concept. Okay. So let's see then the comparison, the results that we obtained. We compared the two methods, the two extraction method, and then we evaluate them. For the evaluation, we did not consider the whole case study, but just 9 courses of the physics curricula that have been manually annotated by an expert. Okay, here we see the comparison of the two methods. We see that this table represents the number of unique concepts extracted per course, and the second table, the number of unique concepts extracted per lesson. Okay, at the first glance, we see that the concept extracted with the ChatGPT method with the prompt engineering are way more. And one explanation for that is that the concept that we extracted with the Gazzetta ESCO have the same level of detail, a consistency in the granularity, and probably the granularity, the level of detail of this Gazzetta of ESCO is not as the same specified by the prompt in the ChatGPT example. So yeah, but we can also see that the number of concept, the minimum number of concept extracted per lesson is 0 for both method. So which is good. And the other point is that the maximum number of concept extracted per course for it's we can see in the first table it's 15 for ESCO and nearly 500 for ChatGPT, but they have been extracted from the same course, so there is a consistency on that. And yeah, okay. Next, we evaluate them this method with the test set. We see that the accuracy is way more higher for the prompt engineering method than the one from ESCO. And this is again probably for the level of granularity of ESCO that has a lower level of detail, and probably the manually annotation from the expert had like a deeper level of detailed and yeah. And like here the difference is that ESCO has a well-defined level of detail, while the prompt engineering method, you can like explore different level of extraction detail. You can just say, okay, just identify the general knowledge contained in this course, in this class, or maybe you can ask to the LLM extract the precise educational concept that are mentioned in this class. So like you have more possibility with prompt engineering. Then we see that the recall, is way lower for ESCO, and for the same reason as the level of granularity. But we see that the value of the precision are comparable, which means that they both have extracted the same proportion of irrelevant concept. Okay, which is also good, but yeah. Okay. Okay, here, before concluding, I wanted to show like a possible visualization of the knowledge profile of the students, where we represent them as a knowledge network. Okay, here we see the knowledge network of the physicists, the data scientists, and the engineering. This knowledge network have been built with the knowledge extracted with the ESCO method, because the method with the prompt engineering had way more, too many, I would say, concept, and it was difficult to have like a visualization that was meaningful for understanding the pattern by just looking at them. And yeah, how we have built this network, the nodes represent the concept, and the two concepts are connected if they have been mentioned in the same class. Okay, and the weight of the links of the connection represent the number of lessons of classes where the concept appear together. Okay. So like we can see that this visualization is very meaningful, because it also like represent that we see that in the physicist knowledge network, we have like a more compact network where all the nodes are connected together. On the other hand, we can see that in the other two network, we have a kind of two separated group of knowledge. In the engineering network, we see that we have it was a management engineering curricula, where we see that we have two group of connected knowledge. In the first one, in the upper one, we have like knowledge related to mathematics, to physics, to scientific term. And in the lower one, we have knowledge and concept related to management and so on. And we can see that these two groups of knowledge are not connected. And these indicate multidisciplinarity of management engineering course. While on the other hand, the physics course are unidisciplinary, where we just have knowledge about scientific stuff. And here we have also the data scientist knowledge network, where we have also here two different group of knowledge, but they are connected. We see in the lower one knowledge related to humanistic concept, like grammar, semantics, linguistic, and this depends because this profile, like this person has followed a bachelor degree in digital humanities. So he was like following courses about humanities, but also about computer science. And so this is why we have also a lot of concepts related more to the humanistic side. But we can see that these concepts are actually connected to the computer science concept. And this is very interesting because in comparison to the engineering knowledge network, present an interdisciplinary knowledge. Okay, because the two different group of knowledge are connected together, while for the engineering knowledge network, the two group of different knowledge are not connected together. Okay, so we can see that this is very helpful, can be very helpful for a teacher or for instructional designer to understand which is the knowledge of their students, but also how the knowledge of the student is organized. Okay, so you can actually identify the gap in the knowledge and understand how to personalize instruction. Maybe like we see that the students that has like a background education in physics has some like is missing some for example design principle concept or leadership principle, and maybe we want to address them and give, for example, to the physics students some educational material about designing principle or leadership principle. So like you can actually see that like where is the gap of the knowledge. Okay, for concluding, we see that this knowledge profile can be meaningful source for informed teacher and instructional designer about students' previous knowledge. And we see that like we explored these two methods for extracting knowledge from data that have two different levels of detail, but they can be both be helpful for personalization. For example, ESCO has a lower level of detail, but can still be useful for certain application. For example, during the passage from university to professional transition, where you don't need a profile that represent a deep and vertical knowledge of the students, but maybe just the skill he or she has addressed during his or her past academic studies. So like the future application and development of this is to explore how to personalize instruction based on this profile, but also like I mentioned it before, to explore the capability of ChatGPT and like prompt engineering with ChatGPT in extracting concept at different level of detail in order to build a knowledge profile at different level of detail, like more superficial, just mentioning like the skills of the students, or on the other hand, deep, like more deeper, representing like the specific knowledge the students has learned during his past academic studies. And another future development is to test ESCO with the result of a test set that is designed with the same level of detail. Okay, thank you. If you have any question, I will happy to try to answer them. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Very nice presentation. I have seen in the chat that somebody has promised questions.
Okay.
Specifically Antonio. I wonder if he's already ready.
Hi guys. It is my role. It is my role in this set of
Bravo,
webinars.
Antonio.
So let's start from this role. So thanks a lot, Diana. Very nice work. So I appreciate a lot also this way how to extract knowledge from what the students are doing day by day. So my comment is the following. First of all, is how teachers or in general digital tools can exploit these results, in the sense how you have in mind to use the knowledge for personalization, also in terms of what are the learning activities that we can propose to the students as a next step, you know? Because you extract the concept, the knowledge that each student has been received during the classes, but what we can do next with this information, no? This is the first point. And the second is, are we sure that the knowledge profile should include simply the concept and not other informations like what are the learning activities done, if there are activities done during the class or at home or with groups or in isolation. So, and what are the information that we can add to make a profile more usable for prediction or for some generative AI generation? You know? This is my these are my comments.
Okay, thank you, Antonio, for the question. Okay, I'll just go. Okay, so the first question was how to use this profile to develop personalized learning activity. Okay, I have been thinking about that, and I think the first step, I mean, these profile are static profile that represent the past knowledge that the students has acquired. And it could be like this profile can be useful if, for example, these three different students start the same course about totally, like not totally, but a new subject that is actually in between of these of physics, engineering, and data science. And of course, like these students have different knowledge, different skills, and therefore in the beginning would be like hard for the teacher to support these three different students. So like the first learning activity I would say is to develop like, for example, a glossary or something that can level the knowledge of the different students in order to like start to talk the same language, like to have the same to know the same term where to start with. So then you can like do like more difficult exercise. Like also if we look at if we think about the Bloom taxonomy, the first level is to remember. So like I would say like a glossary to like remember to know and to remember the basic and prerequisite concept of the course you are going to follow. So the first step I will say is that, and then it depends on the type of the course, but I will say that this knowledge profile would be really helpful for that. And the second question was about the learner, how to make this if we can add information to this knowledge profile. Yeah, because actually this knowledge profile are based on just the past university courses the students has followed. So it's just like past academic knowledge, but they don't consider working experience or some other like educational experience. For example, maybe go to a conference, write a paper, or something that like includes some skills and some knowledge. So like for like considering also that it will be useful also to enrich the input data set. So like considering also more information about the learner, maybe consider the curriculum or other information that and include the knowledge and the skills of the curriculum in this knowledge network. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Diana. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Diana. Very clear. More a question for the audience. And yeah, I'm also curious. I mean, I have an idea, but I prefer to hear it from you. So it's a very nice method, but you, of course, use it to feed the machine and learn about the student knowledge and create something. So what do you create? What are the application, the field of application of this method? You do this analysis for?
Yeah, I mean, there are like, would say two different application. One, it's more about research, because like with this knowledge profile, you can also like doing research on how knowledge is organized. So like before I was talking about multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, so like you can like by representing knowledge in meaningful way, you can understand how knowledge is organized, and this will like helpful from an educational research point of view to understand how knowledge is organized in different disciplines. And but of course this has like implication in practice for like understanding, like maybe you want you see like the engineering profile and you see that these two group of nodes are disconnected, and maybe you want to connect them and to create more connection about different topic that are in principle different. Or maybe you want to like make the physics courses more interdisciplinary and like adding information about the application of all these physics concept. So like starting from research, educational research findings and translate them in application for instruction, like not only in the personalization, but also in the like how to structure knowledge in a more general level. Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Thank you, Diana. I wonder if there are other questions from the audience.
Yes, can I ask
Please go ahead,
something?
Francesca.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Diana, and thanks for your presentation. Very interesting. I enjoy it. I have just one curiosity and one question. Starting from the question, about this expected concept that you're talking about, there was any order or of relevance of one concept than another, or just concept? And the curiosity is about, did you simply use ChatGPT 4, for example, or other type of this chatbot?
Okay. Thank you for the question. Okay, like here, like in this graph, I'd not represent, but you can like add information to this knowledge network. You can change the node size to represent how often is the concept being mentioned during the course. So like, for example, geometry has been mentioned in 3 classes, so the size of the node is 3. Okay, for like simple examples, so like changing the node size. But more important to have like to measure like the relevance of the concept. You can use network analysis that has like meaningful metrics to characterize a network. It has like, for example, the centrality metrics for the node, in which you can compute the centrality metrics that represent how well connected is a node in the network. And there are like different centrality measures that can be helpful for different research question or design question. And also there are metrics that represent the how a network is connected overall and gives information about the connectivity of the network. So like, yeah, this network analysis technique can give us like information on how relevant is a specific knowledge for the whole network, but also like giving information how to compare different network and to understand which one is more connected or other things. So yeah, and the curiosity was about while I'm talking, I forgot the other thing. Sorry.
If you used ChatGPT 4.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we just use ChatGPT. No, we use 3.5, and we just use that one. Like we didn't make the comparison between different LLM because the first objective was to compare like more simple technique, name entity recognition with more advanced technique and see the difference. And the main difference is yeah, the level of detail that I stressed before, that yeah, in the first case is well defined, and while in the second case is more elastic. You can define it in the prompt, and so you have more freedom in this second direction. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. No, but about concepts, I was thinking about in a prior phase, not in the analysis phase. If you did you have, I don't know, a list of expected concept for you, relevant for you and for your research, or just you ask ChatGPT and all of the with all of the phases, and you just grasp some concept that emerge from the not the syllabus, but the other,
yeah, the record of
the other description. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I like. Are you asking about what were my expectation before, like for before I like wrote the prompt? No.
No, maybe I
No,
I'm not,
sorry.
I'm not explaining. No, for example, when I make some quantitative or qualitative analysis about something, I create a code book, no, about all of the concept that I want to I want to investigate. If there is the presence of this concept or the absence of this concept. I made a small analysis of syllabus, no. So, but in the prior phase, I had all of the relevant concept that I wanted to find, and if there are not in the syllabus, it's also an interesting results.
Okay, no, I actually haven't done this prior phase, but could be like interesting also to assess the course itself, to evaluate it, and yeah, thank you. Will be helpful.
Thank you. Sorry for all.
No. Thank you. No problem.
Yeah, thank you both, Francesca and Diana. I wonder if there are more questions, and if we have more time. I think we have scheduled half an hour, right, for this event, so we are a bit out of that frame. Do you have other questions, guys?
Just one comment for Diana. So do you have in mind to implement this? Because I think that is something that you did statically, right? But can we put this in the ENCORE platform and use it for personalizing in some way some part of the learning paths? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's like yeah, this is a static one, and I think it will be really, really helpful to monitor the students' learning development during a course, and especially if the course is in online platform, it gives a lot of possibility to collect the students' data about their knowledge evolution. In the first step for the data collection, it would be meaningful to develop some learning, assessment activity to assess if the students has gain a specific concept or more if has understand the concept, and based on the answer of the students, it could be possible to understand if the students has gained one or more concept, and how the students is able to use more concept together in a correct way. And this results in adding nodes and connection to the knowledge network based on how well the students use them correctly. So you can see, if you do it iteratively, you can see, you can see how the knowledge develop over time, and this will be helpful for then personalization, because you see maybe some students develop a specific connection but not another one, or and so you can adapt the next learning activity based on the past students' knowledge progression. So I think it's very important, because this is just for the beginning, but then you need to find way to support students during the course. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Diana.
Thank you, Antonio.
Diana, can you stop the sharing on the
Yeah.
of the screen, and then we have the chance to say goodbye looking at each other in the eye. Yeah. So it was very nice to have you. I wonder if you are willing to turn on the camera and we make just a picture for the social media to just be there. You don't have to. Look at that, all gorgeous women. Open this camera, people. And men, please show yourself as well. Then we make a picture. I give you 1 minute to decide. Yeah, see, Massimiliano, open, Walter, come on. Bravo, you see how many people? Come on, come on. Then we make a picture. I cannot read the Greek. Is Greek that? What is that? I don't know. Tomai, please open the camera. Vasiliki, Ronan. No? You don't open? Okay. Then, boy, you're good at making the screenshot. Maybe I always make a mess with the 2 screen. So give us the 1, 2, 3, and then we smile. You're muted.
Yes, I needed to switch the view. So yeah, now I can see everyone. All right, perfect. I will count down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. And you will see our social media. We won't put a name, of course. And it was nice to have you here. Diana, thank you once again to the people that have spoken. Hopefully we see each other in another event. If you have some question, please contact the EDTU. Bo, if you want to say something.
Yes, no, I already did in the chat, but I can leave my email address as well in the chat, just in case. When you have any further questions, you can easily contact me. Yeah, that should be all. So thank you all for joining, and thank you, Diana, for presenting, and also Antonio, of course. Yesterday was a very nice webinar week. I thank you all, and I wish you a happy end of the day as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.